Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Hey, pleasant good evening here and welcome to the Raider Activity Center here in Tower City, North Dakota. Alex Hoffman joining you for your live event where we're going to be hosting the matchup between the Northern Cass Jaguars of Region 1 of Class A here in North Dakota and Maple River Raiders of District 1, Region 1 of Class B. So looking forward, everyone's kind of got tournaments on their minds here. So for both teams, this is going to be a nice little warm-up or a little prep as those region and district tournaments get a little bit closer. Northern Cass coming into Tower City here tonight with a 3-15 overall record. They are sitting at 2-8 in Region 1, and they're going to be led by the first-year head coach Colby Vanderwall, as the gals in black will be on the visitor side of the scoreboard here tonight. As we go through our Irie Insurance pregame show, we'll take a look here also at the home team here, the Maple River Raiders, sitting at 14-4 overall. They wrapped up their district with a perfect 7-0 record and 10-0 overall in Region 1. And they're led by head coach Nathan Hoots. As I mentioned earlier, this game for both teams actually has no implications on terms of seeding for Region 1 tournament or District 1 tournament, depending on who you're looking at, but definitely a kind of a heat check for both teams as they come in. Maple River coming off a loss to Griggs Dakota, and Northern Cass also coming off a loss as well. As we look at their most recent game was actually yesterday, last night at Valley City, where they came out to a loss there to the Highliners, 76-40. We'll step away from the action here. We'll come back, take a look at those tournaments that we mentioned. We'll take a look at starting lineups. You'll hear from both head coaches as well here on our Irie Insurance pregame show here on your live event.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassiz Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Maple River Raider fans, it's game time. Your high school athletes are giving it their all, and they need you in the stands, on the sidelines, and behind the scenes. So grab your gear, bring the noise, and show your Raider pride all season long. Let's rally behind the Raiders and make a difference.
On behalf of the Raider volleyball team, we thank you for your support.
Go Raiders!
And to the near side, Sophia Satchram, get up and put it down.
From Raider football, thanks for your support.
Money, and Warren is gone. Touchdown, Maple River.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Every girl deserves the tools to feel confident, connected, and emotionally strong. At BioGirls, they learn real strategies to manage stress and anxiety, build healthy relationships, and understand their emotions. They strengthen coping skills, gain resilience and confidence, and find a deep sense of belonging through authentic peer connection and strong mentorship. The results? Measurable, meaningful, life-shaping. Find a program near you and register today.
Fans, welcome back here to the Raider Activity Center on our Irie Insurance pregame show here as the Maple River Raiders will be host to the Northern Cass Jaguars. As you see, the captains just meeting with the officials there at half court. In terms of region or tournament play, we should say we could take a look not too far forward if you're looking at District 1, as the Class B has districts before regionals, kind of the early 2000s version of Class B basketball there. The play-in game is actually tonight between the 8 and the 9 seed here for District 1. That is Barnes County North heading to Tri-State, where that play-in game will determine who Maple River's opponent will be on Friday at 3 o'clock, as the Raiders got that number 1 seed by going undefeated in district play. The 4-5 matchup that evening in Lisbon, I guess, is where the district tournament will be held. The 4-5 matchup will be Hankinson and Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, followed then by the 2-7 matchup there of Sargent County getting that 2 seed. They'll be taking on Oaks, and then the 3-6 matchup will have the Colts of Richland taking on the Enderlin Eagles. Region 1 in Class A is not officially set yet, as there's still games to be played. Right now, Northern Cass looking to kind of repeat what they did last year, and it looks like they'll probably come in as the number 6 seed on February 23rd at the Shack there in Fargo. And, well, what did they do last year with that number 6 seed? They got all the way to the state qualifier where they eventually lost to Thompson. So to them, a seed is just a number. They just want to get to the tournament and get hot at the right time. We'll take a step away again here from the action on our Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll hear from both coaches before we hear starting lineups and the national anthem here on your live event.
The Maple Valley School District is engaging students in a world-class education, preparing them for lifelong success. Maple Valley serves the surrounding communities of Buffalo, Fingal, Oriska, and Tower City with a great student-to-teacher ratio per class. For more information, go online to myraiders.org. That's myraiders.org. The Maple Valley School District wishes the best to the Raiders coaches and athletes this season. Go Raiders!
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile Project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
I'm joined now by the head coach of the Northern Cass Jaguars, the visitors here tonight on the scoreboard, Colby Vanderwall. Coach, thank you for joining us here on our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
So you're entering that point of the season right now where regionals are just right around the corner there in Fargo. You have Central Cass on the 16th, and you guys were in that game late in the first matchup. So what steps have you taken here tonight to not overlook Maple River and look forward to just Central Cass?
I think the steps we've taken is kind of just focus on, one day at a time. We still got to play this game. We still have to, come out and play to our potential, or for our full potential. We can't overlook anyone. But then at the same time, also kind of staying focused and working on the small things and all of our fundamentals before that game on Monday. And then early in the year, you guys met up with Maple River in the Barnes County tournament, and the Raiders took that one. What adjustments now can you make after that first game here tonight to get a dub? That first game, they really pressed us, the entire night, and we were really weak with the ball. And that's something we've emphasized just about every single day in practice, is breaking that press and being strong with the ball, using ball fakes, doing all the little things right. So I think that's really going to help us tonight against the Raiders. And, who's really stepped up for you this year leadership-wise? Carly Ryder's done a phenomenal job. Cadence Hussar, probably one of our best players. She went down early, but then the second she went down, Carly stepped up. She's been a great leader on and off the floor. And also Tess Gilbert, one of our seniors. She's really been the vocal piece that we've been looking for this year. Last year this program came into that tournament. We're talking about a regional tournament as a 6th seed, fought all the way to the state qualifier. What's the recipe for success, to potentially do that again here this year? just take it one day at a time and be positive, because you never know when teams are going to peak and you never know when teams are going to start falling. So if we can, find that right time, like right after Caston, to start peaking and to start escalating our game, we can play with anyone in that region or in our region and in that tournament, and you never know what could happen.
It's like March Madness in February.
You know what? It absolutely is, and it's awesome.
Thank you, Coach, and good luck here tonight.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
That was Coach Vanderwall for the Northern Cass Jaguars on our Dakota Heritage Bank interview, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, DHB.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interview here in Tower City. I'm joined now by the head coach of the Maple River Raiders, Nathan Hoots. Coach, good to visit with you again.
Hey, can't wait to talk.
You lose a star player in Violet Richmond. We banged that drum here for the last few weeks, and yet your team has sustained the storm by really only losing 2 games since her hiatus. Where are you giving those attributes to your team's persistent success?
I think it's everybody. We had a little chat as soon as the season was over, as soon as Violet went out. And, individually chatted with all of them and just said, hey, this is where I expect you to step up in certain areas. And, between Carly and Abigail stepping up in the ball handling, and Sophia stepping up defensively, and Claire stepping up, knocking down shots and scoring for us. And it's kind of been success by committee for us. And everybody stepped up. And, we've had our fair share of lulls on offense where Violet usually stepped up and created offense for us. But defensively, we've really played well, and it's something that we kind of hang our hats on now.
And I don't mean to bring it up, but I'm going to. You guys are coming off a season-low game in terms of field goal percentage. What was your message to your team, in the days after that loss?
Season-low in field goal percentage, free throw percentage, turnovers, all that. It was, it's not how many times you get knocked down, it's whether or not you get back up. The cliche like that. And, we really got knocked down. It's going to be interesting to see how we get back up. It was nice to have a couple days of practice and a couple days off in between then and now to see how we bounce back tonight.
That was a Chumbawamba reference in there.
Yes, it was.
So you guys have such a balanced roster looking at grade levels, which is kind of unique. At times you're going to have a senior, junior, sophomore, and a freshman on the court at the same time. How important that is to your team now and into the future.
Yeah, it's something that we've really worked on, integrating young girls into the fold as early as 7th grade with Violet and Carly and Abigail, and then 8th graders with Sophia last year, and so many in the past. It's really important to us to have a couple quality players in every single class. So we're never really young, but we're never really experienced. It's a nice combination to have. It's a credit to a lot of our upperclassmen that don't treat the freshmen like freshmen. They treat them like equals and someone that can help us win games.
And last thing, what have you seen on the tape about the Jaguars here tonight?
They bring a lot of physicality. They play fast. They switch defenses constantly. There's going to be a lot of different things that we're going to have to do, identifying what defense they're in early so we make sure we don't waste any possessions. If they decide to press us, not turning the ball over on the wrong side of the floor. We did that way too often against Griggs last Thursday, and it's something that hopefully we can take care of the ball a little better tonight.
Thanks, Coach, and good luck tonight.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Hey, that was Maple River head coach Nathan Hoots giving us another Dakota Heritage Bank interview, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. DHB.bank.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Fans, welcome back inside the Raider Activity Center here as our Irie Insurance pregame show marches on as the clock inches its way towards 0 here on Parent and Senior Night. Always an emotional night for the players and their parents and guardians, as this will be the last home game for 4 seniors here in Maple River. And all 4 of those seniors will be starting here tonight when we go through the starting lineups on the other side of the national anthem here from Tower City. We'll take a break in the action as the anthem kicks off. We'll come back with starting lineups here on your live event.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts in Page and Fingal, North Dakota. If you're interested in an ag loan, real estate, consumer, commercial, or HELOC, give Dwight a call at either branch location. Reach out to Janine about investing in a certificate of deposit or save by opening a money market account. Proudly supporting the Maple River Raiders and wishing the athletes and coaches a successful year. Hometown Community Bank is an equal housing lender and member of the FDIC.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Fans, welcome back inside the Raider Activity Center, where we just had the national anthem sung by one of the seniors tonight here on Senior Night for Maple River. That was Gabby Satram. Taking a look here at the starting lineups for both teams as they will be announced here by the PA announcer here at the Raider Activity Center. We'll take a quick look here at first the visitors on the scoreboard here as we wrap up things on our Irie Insurance pregame show. For Northern Cass, number 0, senior forward at 5'8", that'll be Tess Jailbert. A 5'3" forward, sophomore, number 1, Carson Melander. 5'6" junior playing guard tonight, number 4, Carly Ryder. 5'7" senior center tonight, number 12, Olivia Olson. And a 5'6" senior playing guard tonight, number 13, Emma Hovness. Head coach for the Northern Cass Jaguars, first-year coach Colby Vanderwall. So they're going to go Jailbert, Melander, Ryder, Olson, and Hovness. Jumping over to the Raiders side here tonight. Starting all 4 seniors here tonight, kicking off here with guard, 5'8" guard, I should say, number 2, Lila Richmond. 5'8" senior forward, number 3, Gabby Satram. The only non-senior here tonight, I should say, 5'6" junior at guard tonight, number 10, Carly Holvelson. 5'9" senior playing forward tonight, number 11, Claire Irie. And the 5'7" senior guard, number 14, Hallie Bisset. So Coach Hoots, in his 5th year with this co-op, is going to go Richmond, Satram, Hovelson, Irie, and B-Set. As we have a moment here to wrap things up on our Irie Insurance pregame show, get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieIns.com to get a free quote. As tip-off's about to go underway here, it appears that it'll be Olsen versus Satcham on the tip-off. As District 1 Class B takes on Region 1 Class A here in Tower City. Tip-off will come just around, or exactly at 7 o'clock here tonight. Tip-off is going to go to the Raiders, and we're underway. As the Raiders going to set up their offense here. B-Set drives, looks back to the top of the key. Irie takes a drive now, donning number 11 here tonight. Kind of spins around the back there as a quick steal attempt was there. We go to the far corner. Ref's going to say that stays with Maple River out of bounds. As a tradition here in Tower City, the fans will stand until the first basket or free throw of the game. Hovelson inbounds it here to B-Set. She's guarded at the top of the key there by Northern Cass. Back over to B-Set as Olsen on B-Set here tonight to kick things off. Pass now over to Satcham, so he swings it to the left. Irie now going to try to drive in. Goes into the paint, puts up a 2. Contact but no foul. Rebound here by the Jaguars. That was Tess Jailbert getting. And the first basket of the game goes to Northern Cass. As Hovelson brings it up to here for Maple River. She's going to drive, goes straight up, tries to put up on the glass, no good. Second rebound already there by Jailbert. She might be busy tonight in the key. There's a travel there by Northern Cass as Eva Hovness took one too many steps. And Maple River will get the ball in the first turnover of the game. As Coach Hoot said in our pregame interview, Northern Cass plays very physical, so we'll see if Maple River can answer that physicality with lots of ball movement and kind of a lot of pick and rolls here. Satcham in the corner puts up a 3. That might have been tipped. It was. Rebound there by Northern Cass. That was Carly Ryder, one of Northern Cass's leaders here, as was mentioned in the pregame show. There is a three-point basket by Jailbert. First three-point basket attempt and first three-pointer of the night for the Jaguars. And all of a sudden, the Raiders find themselves quickly down 5-0 here to start the first quarter. And they're going to call a jump ball, and that's going to give the possession back to Northern Cass. So not the start Coach Hoots is looking for here in this Class A, Class B matchup. Coming across the stripe there is Northern Cass. Bounce pass goes over there to Melander. Melander gives it over to Jailbert. Swing pass over to Ryder. Long 3, nothing but net. Jaguars on fire from the three-point line to start here, 2 for 2. See what Maple River can do for an answer. Hovelson will try her own 3, no good. Long rebound is going to go out of bounds, and Northern Cass will turn things over as Abby Kaloran and Sophia Satcham check in for Maple River. Coach Hoots quickly going to his bench, seeing if he can switch things up here. As the Jags putting up an 8 spot to start things off here. Pass goes over to the near side here, that's where Melander handles it. Trying to get a pass there to Olivia Olsen. She was able to handle it before it went out of bounds. Back to Melander, top of the key, guarded by Kaloran. Goes over to Jailbert, she's guarded by Hovelson. Screen over there, going to try to pick and roll. Sophia Satcham all over it. And they're going to go back to Olivia Olsen. She's in the key, straight up there. Good defense by Kaloran, as there was contact, but she had position. They're going to try to find Satcham on the sprint, and she's going to draw the first foul of the evening and go to the line to shoot 2. I believe that foul there was on Olivia Olsen, first team, first personal. As Satcham's first free throw attempt does not fall. Fans still looking for that first point here in the Raider Activity Center for the home team. Second one's up and good. And that'll get the Raiders to calm down a little bit here. 8-1, Jaguars out to that quick lead here. And a pass now to the far corner. Fakes a shot. And Ryder's going to go up. Puts up that soft shot, no good. Tried to go for the offensive rebound and put back. There was Olsen. But the Raiders were able to get a hand on it. Irie in the corner. Fakes a three. Going to go back to Kaloran at the top of the key. She's guarded by Ryder. Donning number 4 tonight is Ryder. And the Jaguars with the all black and the orangish yellow around the sleeves and around the shoulders and around the neck. B-set now. Passing it over there. Raiders tonight all white, blue numbers, and speckled blues and reds down the shorts. Kaloran trying to find somebody. She goes to Satcham. There's going to be a 3-second violation on Abby Kaloran. And another turnover there for Maple River. Northern Cass, you couldn't have asked for a better start here to the first quarter as we're halfway through Q1. 2 for 2 from the three-point line. Not many shots not falling right now for Northern Cass. They go inside. That one's just going to go a bit far. Turnover there by Northern Cass gives the ball back here to the Raiders. As Abby Kaloran, the sophomore, will bring it up down the middle here. Raiders trying to set something up offensively here. Holvelson will send it cross court now to Irie. She's going to put up a long three. That is blocked and kept alive there by Ryder. She bumps into the referee but maintains control. Far pass there goes to Hovness. She puts up a long three, no good. First missed three of the night there by Northern Cass. Ryder's going to go up and under. She gets blocked but keeps it alive. 3-point again there by Hovness. She said, I'll try it again, but does not connect. And the Raiders survive a couple offensive rebounds there. Irie's going to go inside this time. Puts up a hard two, no good. And Sophia with the offensive rebound, and then she is fouled. That's going to be Jailbert's first personal, second team foul here of the first quarter. As the junior Aaliyah Hanning will check in here for Maple River. For Coach Vanderwall, he's keeping his starting 5 out there here in the first 4 minutes and change. Kaloran's going to take a long three. Goes halfway down, but no good. Another rebound there by Jailbert. She's been busy tonight already. As she dribbles to the far side here, sends the pass over there to Melander. Melander gets around the screen, goes back to Jailbert. Long three here, and nothing but net. Jailbert on fire to start this game. She's got 8. Count them, 8 of the 11 here for Northern Cass. Maple River's got to find an answer for her quick. Irie goes for the corner three, no good. Aaliyah Hanning offensive rebound. They're going to call a foul here on Northern Cass. That'll be Hovness' second. If they indeed called that one on, and they did. Third team foul. The scoreboard has that as her first personal. Kaloran now will take it at the top of the key. And she's just going to drive all the way in. Ryder, good defense all the way through. Passes back out to Holvelson. Long three. Up and good. First field goal of the night here for Maple River. And that goes by way of the junior guard there, Carly Holvelson. Mentioned in the pregame show, no Violet Richmond as she's still recovering from an injury sustained at Oaks right around the New Year's time. Maple River sustained that loss by only losing 2 games since then. They're trying to not make it 3 here tonight. They got some work to do here in the first quarter. Holvelson thought about another 3 attempt. They send it over to Hanning instead. Kaloran handles it at the top, back to Holvelson. She's guarded closely there by Melander. Tries to find a streaking Kaloran, ends up in Sophia Satram's hands. Halfway around the rim, but out. Here comes Northern Cass. They go back over to Melander. Melander guided by Irie. Long three here, attempt by Hovness, no good. A lot of contact there under the key. And there's going to be a foul here. And they're going to give that against Sophia Satram. As Hallie Bisa will check back in. That's the Raiders' first foul here of the quarter. And anytime you have contact like that, you're just glad nobody's head hit the floor, and it appears everybody's okay. Quick pass on the inside there is Northern Cass tried to catch Maple River off guard, but they were all over it. Kaloran now sends it back to Holvelson. Maple River trying to set the pace here. So we got less than 2 minutes in quarter number 1. And they try to go to Satram. It's going to go a little bit long, but Sophia able to keep it alive. Back to Kaloran at the top of the key. Fakes a three, goes to Satram. 15-foot jumper is good. And that's Satram's first field goal of the night. She's got 3 points. Shared by 3 by Holvelson. And the Raiders slowly chipping back into this lead here. As it was 11-1 at one point, now they've gone on a 5-0 run themselves. 3-point attempt here by Hovness, and there's an answer. Hovness gets her first three of the night. And the Jaguars absolutely on fire from three-point range right now, at least in this first quarter. Maple River does not have an answer for it. Satcham goes up, is going to draw the foul. That's going to be on Olivia Olson. That's the fourth team foul. That's Olson's second, so I marked Hovness for having two, but it's actually Olson's second. As the Raiders will try to get the charity stripe going here. So far, 1 for 2 for the night. And all free throw attempts so far have come from the freshman here, Sophia Satcham. She's now 2 for 3 from the line, trying to make it 3 for 4. And she does. She tacks on 2 more for Maple River. 14-8. Raiders still have that 6-point deficit to deal with here. Puts up a pass, out of bounds, tipped away there by Maple River. It'll stay with the girls in black here tonight, Northern Cass. Mentioned the Jaguars will likely get the 6th seed for the Region 1 tournament at the Shields Center at the Shack in North Fargo. That'll be coming up on the 23rd of February. As Ryder drives into the paint, puts it a little off to the left, and Maple River with the rebound. Richmond can't handle the pass. Well, he does actually in the corner. Back to Satcham. Kaloran will take it to the top. She's going to try to go back to Satcham here again. It goes deep again. Back out to B-Set. B-Set will drive. Trying to put up a shot. Gets it in and good. Chance for a traditional three-point play here. As B-Set's on the board for the first time. The senior trying to go for the three-point play as Hovness does pick up her second personal now. Raiders now in double bonus for the last 28 seconds. B-Set's three-point play works out for Maple River as they've now narrowed it down to a one-possession game here. As Brinley Winterquist will bring it in here for Northern Cass. She gets it to Ryder. Ryder looks up at the clock, realizes that they can take the last shot. And a quick dump out there. And now a quick three-point attempt is going to go a little bit long. Raiders have a chance here to answer. 10 seconds left on the scoreboard. They can still have time to set up a play. They go to Richmond in the corner, back to Irie. Irie's ball is tipped. Ryder with the clean steal. Satcham will put up a shot at the end, no good. And she just kind of had to turn around and heave, and that's how we'll end things here at quarter number 1. Tale of 2 quarters there, as it looked like it was going to be all Northern Cass as they jumped out to an 11-1 lead. Maple River weathers the storm and brings it back down to 3. We'll take a break in the action here as we have a 14-11 game from the Raider Activity Center.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
As we welcome you back in here as quarter 2 gets going, our City of Hope scoreboard reads Northern Cass 14, Raiders 11. Work and play in Hope, North Dakota. From job listings and housing options, search hopeND.com. That's hopeND.com. Northern Cass was led in the first quarter there by the senior, Tess Jailbert. She led with 8. Maple River answered with 5 from the freshman, Sophia Satcham, as Maple River will get the ball to start quarter number 2 here in this Class A versus Class B matchup. Holvelson dribbles to the right side, finds Richmond. The senior will send it back to Aaliyah Hanning, top of the key. Hanning kind of one of those true centers here for Maple River. As Holvelson does a little spin move, tries to find one of her teammates underneath there. That was Overland. And now Irie won't be able to handle it, out of bounds off her foot, and that'll go to Northern Cass. Shelby Overland checking in here for the first time for Maple River, the 5'8" freshman. Talked to Coach Hoots in our pregame show about having a lot of various age numbers here for him throughout the season. A lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors, a lot of seniors throughout the year, which is, as he said, very beneficial, not just for this year, but for future years to come as Overland picks up her first personal here for the Raiders. First team foul of the quarter. That sends Ryder to the charity stripe. First free throw there is good. Second one goes a little hard, no good. That was the first free throw attempts of the night there for Northern Cass. They go 1 of 2. Hovelson trying to just drive all the way in. She tries to use the glass and does. Carly Hovelson, first basket of the quarter there for Maple River. Coach Vanderwall saying she's using her arm to push off a little bit there, just letting the refs know. Ryder fakes a 3. Now she's got an open attempt. Made Richmond leave her feet. Offensive rebound here by Jailbert. Hard 2'd up and no good. Would have been an impressive 2 points there for Jailbert as she had to kind of put that underhand shot up. Hovelson now guarded closely here by Melander. And no count there yet. Handing over to Irie. Trying to find Overland posting up in the key. Back to Hovelson. Top of the key now. They switch. Jailbert on her. Hannah gives the screen. There goes Hovelson. She finds another 2. Definitely one of the players Coach Hoots has had to lean on in the absence of Violet Richmond is Carly Hovelson. As she's been shooting 35% from the floor this year. As Northern Cass thinking about 3 there again. They go to Ryder in the corner. She's guarded closely by Richmond. Trying to go up and over. Instead, they're going to send it over to Winterchrist. Hard on the long 2. Oh, but inadvertently off the teammate's foot. Were the Raiders there, and the ball will go back here to Northern Cass. There's some substitutions coming in now for both teams. Olivia Olsen checking back in there for Northern Cass. And the pass comes in. There goes a long 3 there by Jailbert. No good. As we're all knotted up here, 15 apiece. What was once 11-1 game, Raiders have sustained that tough first quarter start. B-set out to now Satcham. She pump fakes. Back to B-set. B-set's going to find Satcham in the key. Up for 2. Contact, but no foul. As they go now, Abigail Skank brings it up the court here for Northern Cass. Back to Jailbert. They're going to go to the top of the key here. That's Lauren Johnson. Now back over to Carson Melander. She's looking for something in there. They swing the pass back over now. Skank's going to drive in. Hard 2, no good. Sophomore guard couldn't find the 2 there and rebounded by Maple River. Kaloran's going to send it over to B-set. B-set now back to Kaloran. And a quick left-handed dribble in, but to no avail. B-set back out to Hovelson. Raiders trying to find some penetration here, but no luck yet. Looking for Satcham. Bounce pass was tipped. Satcham has it. Now sends it out to Allie B-set, the senior guard. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They go far corner. Now to Kaloran. Over to Satcham. Nice pass there by the sophomore to find the freshman. The home crowd appreciated that here in Tower City. Kaloran, instead of going up for it, found the wide open Satcham. Satcham's got 7 on the night. They go back over to Jailbert. She takes a step, takes a look at where she's at. Now over to Melander. They go underneath. That's going to go out of bounds off of Olivia Olsen. As Carly Ryder will check back in here for Northern Cass. And a little 6-0 run now for Maple River has got them the lead. Definitely showing the heart here tonight is Maple River down 10 early in the first quarter. Easily could have rolled over, especially in a game that has no implications in terms of District 1. A 3-second violation here on Sophia Satcham. That's the second lane violation by Maple River tonight. Kind of uncharacteristic for Coach Hoots' team. There's a little 2-person press right now, and they're going to call a double dribble here. As the pressure works, turnover there by Northern Cass. Maple River will take it now on their side of the court. As Hovelson will inbound it here. Over to Kaloran. Just under 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Raiders right now on a 6-0 run. Seeing if they could add to it. Northern Cass trying to stop the run. Looking for a turnover. Holson's 3-point attempt. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Olivia Olsen. the senior center for Northern Cass. As they're trying to go coast to coast here, maybe. Have second thoughts about that as Ryder has it now. Guarded tightly by Bisset. And there's going to be maybe a clean steal. Nope, foul call. That'll be on Hovelson. Her first personal. That'll be second team foul here for the Raiders tonight as we have substitutions coming in for Northern Cass. Hovness checking back in, as did Melander. Sophomore forward sends it in now to the top of the key where Hovness takes it. Back to Melander. Looking for a cutter, but no good. He's try to use the screen here, goes inside. Can now try to find the driver right here. That driver was Olivia Olson, met by a block. Ryder got the rebound, but then stepped out of bounds. So Maple River will take it as Lila Richmond checks in for Coach Hoots and the Raiders. And Coach Hoots will typically go 7-8 deep into his starters here in terms of his main players. As the pass goes to Bisset, she goes cross court to the other senior Richmond. Long three here for Lila, comes up short. And trying to get a jump ball, but instead of foul there by Sophia Satram. That'll be, for Sophia, her second personal. That's the third team foul here with still under 3 minutes to play. And one thing, if you're Maple River, you don't want to send free shots to Northern Cass when that double bonus hits. Bounce pass to Melander. She thinks about taking a shot, puts it up from the free throw line. Bounces around a couple times, no good. Well, Jailbird again. Another rebound. That's offensive this time. She adds 2 more to her total. She's got 10 on the night. As Kaloran drives in, finds Richmond, back to Hovelson. Bisset now puts up a shot fake. Ryder almost pickpocketed her, but no good. Hovelson takes it now. Over to Richmond. They go to Kaloran. She's going to drive into the lane, no good. Offensive rebound there by Satram. Now to Hovelson, and she's going to be attacked and fouled there, and they're going to give that to Jailbert, her second personal, but just the first team foul here for the Jags. As the junior center now, Brinley Winterquist, will check in for Northern Cass. Leah Hanning will do the same thing. So some height matched with height here. There's maybe a little chess match going on between coaches in terms of who we sub in. Raiders going to try to set up their inbound here. They go right to Hanning. She takes one dribble, goes straight up, no good. Hanning can't handle the offensive board. Falls into Kaloran's lap. She's going to find Satram again. And probably the second best assist of the night there by Kaloran. The first one came earlier. Still plenty of time to go, I guess, to take that award. As the Raiders now 19-17. That 2-point lead. Kind of back and forth here. We go as we enter late into the second quarter. Abby Kaloran picking up her first personal there. And that's 4 now. 4 team fouls, I should say, for the Raiders. Next one will send the Jags to the line every time as Olivia Olson puts up first free throw attempt and in. 19-18. Olsen's second here of 2. Goes a little bit hard. Satcham with the rebound. 1 for 2 there was Olsen. So 19-18 is where we stand right now. Raiders with the 1-point advantage. Over to Kaloran it goes. Top of the key, guarded by Ryder. She's going to try to drive in on Ryder. They're going to call the foul on the ground. They're going to say Ryder did not have position in time. And for Ryder, that'll be her first personal. Second team foul of the quarter there for Northern Cass is Hovelson trying to inbound it now, looking for one of her teammates. She finds Kaloran in the corner. Ryder tried to take it away. And now Kaloran picks up her dribble, sends it over to Hovelson. They're looking for Satram in the paint. They finally find her. Dribble was off the foot. It's going to be tight and tough to get that out of there. They're going to call a jump ball. And that'll give the ball back to Northern Cass. Substitution here coming in. Abigail Skink, the sophomore guard. As Hovness a little slow to get up, they're going to sub her off just to make sure everything's good. Inbounds here as the Raiders put a little press on. Ryder will take it. One of the top ball handlers here for Northern Cass, no doubt. She sends it to the corner, fakes a three. Now Melander goes to the top of the key, back to Ryder. She dribbles far side, Holvelson all over, and they're going to say out of bounds. Ryder claiming she was pushed out, but the refs aren't going to give that one away. Raiders' biggest lead of the night has been 2. Jags' biggest lead of the night has been 10. So Raiders trying to go for their biggest lead right now, and they're going to call a foul. That's going to be on Ryder. That's her second personal. And that'll bring some substitutions in here again. That's going to bring in Lauren Johnson. And a quick turnaround there by Satcham is good. She's got 6 in the quarter, 11 on the night. As looking for maybe one shot here. Might be a 1-and-1 kind of deal. Puts up a tough shot there was Winterquist, and offensive board here by Northern Cass. Holvelson trying to get the steal, and it was off of Northern Cass, giving it back to the Raiders. 25-second shot clock is off. Raiders can opt for one shot here and try to take their biggest lead of the evening into the halftime. As Coach Hoots sending out orders here to try to use the clock in the right method here. Easier said than done when you're just trying to score. You got to keep in mind. But first things first, you got to take care of the ball. Maple River does not. That'll give Northern Cass a chance here to take that final shot. Coach Vanderwall wants a timeout, so we'll step away from the action here as well. 30-second timeout. We'll be back here on your live event.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
As we come back from our Bank North timeout there by Northern Cass, banking should feel personal, and at Bank North, it does. They're proud to be local, supporting local teams and the communities they serve. Visit banknorth.bank to learn more. Bank North, member FDIC and equal housing lender. 8 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. Northern Cass going to try to trim into that lead if they can. Aaron pass, going to put up 2 seconds. 1 second half-court shot here by Holvelson. Good if it goes, but it's off the top of the backboard. And that's how we'll end things here in the first half of Class A, Class B play from Tower City. Maple River leads 21-18 over Northern Cass on our City of Hope scoreboard. We'll come back with our halftime show sponsored by Hunter Insurance. We'll break things down. We'll try to find that Tri-State Barnes County North score as well, as that 8-9 matchup is underway here tonight down in Tri-State, to see who Maple River will take on Friday in the beginning of District 1 play.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No, 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 no! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez.
Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance. Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
What one-stop shop means to us at North Star Ag is we have a fully staffed service department, fully stocked parts department, as well as a sales department. We're also very mobile. We have service trucks that we can also meet you on the farm. You can have a piece of equipment that you're not really sure what you want to buy. You can come to us at North Star Ag. We can really show you enough selection, have enough knowledge, and have enough price points where you feel good about walking out with your purchase that day.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
If you have concern or questions about the mental health of yourself or a loved one, Trail District Health Unit's Credible Mind platform offers convenient and confidential resources to help inform you about mental well-being. Credible Mind offers 21 different assessments to guide you in your mental health journey, from sleep quality and burnout to anxiety and depression. To get started today and learn about your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health, visit traildistricthealthunit.crediblemind.com.
Fans, welcome to our Hunter Insurance halftime show as we take a look at our City of Hope scoreboard. Maple River now with that 3-point lead, as really a tale of two games there, as you could say. Northern Cass could not have asked for a better start in terms of coming out of the gate. They jumped out to an 11-1 start. A couple threes there drained by Northern Cass, and it looked like they were going to run away with it here, but Maple River not only survived the storm, they actually battled all the way back with a couple runs of 5 and even a run of 6 there to really kind of take control there in quarter 2. Northern Cass not going anywhere, though, as they continue to drive into the paint, starting to get some fouls added up there on Maple River. In terms of team fouls, Maple River sitting with 5 compared to Northern Cass. They right now have 8 team fouls. Nobody in real foul trouble. There's for Northern Cass, 4 players actually have 2, and if you look over at Maple Riverside, Sophia Satcham is the only one with 2 fouls right now. So in terms of foul trouble, neither coach should be too concerned, I would say, looking as they go into quarter 3. Leading the way for both teams right now, let's look at the visitors first. Chess Jailbert been very, very busy, the forward senior, not only in terms of rebounds, but she's got 10 points here. So kind of leading the way there for Northern Cass. Right now, Maple River led by Sophia Setram with 11. She's had 4 field goals and 3 from the charity stripe. We'll take a little break from the action. We're still checking to see if we can find out how that Tri-State and Barnes County North game is going, as the winner of that game will take on Maple River in Lisbon to kick things off in that District 1 tournament. So we'll take a break in the action here on our Hunter Insurance halftime show. We'll be back with some more information regarding district and region play, as well as maybe that score there down from Tri-State.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Maple River Raider fans, it's game time. Your high school athletes are giving it their all, and they need you in the stands, on the sidelines, and behind the scenes. So grab your gear, bring the noise, and show your Raider pride all season long. Let's rally behind the Raiders and make a difference.
On behalf of the Raider volleyball team, we thank you for your support. Go Raiders!
To the near side, Sophia Satcham, get up and put it down.
From Raider football, thanks for your support.
Money, and Warren is gone. Touchdown, Maple River.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Fans, welcome back here to our Hunter Insurance halftime show. Hunter Insurance Agency is dedicated to providing you the best support for your insurance request from crop, hail, farm, commercial, and home. For more, go to online to hunterinsuranceagency.com. Still no update on that Tri-State Barnes County North as I'm scouring the internet to find out the final from that. That game got kicked off at 5 o'clock, so it's definitely over. Just haven't found the update anywhere on the old interweb. We looked at the the District 1 tournament that's going to be hosted in Lisbon, but you know, districts is only part of the story. You got regionals to worry about too. So District 2 is going to be bringing 4 teams to that region tournament as well. That District 2 tournament will be hosted at Napoleon, and that will be getting underway. Well, technically tonight as well as that play-in game is South Border and Strasburg-Zeeland. The number 1 seed is Lemoore Litchfield Marion. And if you want to go back and watch some entertaining games on your live event here on YouTube, watch some of the Maple River, Lemoore, Litchfield Marion matchups. Very, very competitive games all the way through. And there's a good chance we can see both those teams in potentially a final action there for Region 1. But I'd say both coaches say don't put the cart in front of the horse there. So Lemoore did get the number 1 seed in District 2. The 4-5 matchup will be Edgeley-Combe Montpelier versus the number 5, Napoleon Gackle Streeter. Number 2 is going to be Kidder County. They're going to take on Medina Pingree Buchanan. And the number 3 seed is Linton HMB taking on Ellendale. We'll take one more break from the action here on our Hunter Insurance halftime show. We'll come back with quarter number 3 here in Tower City.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
As we get things back here rolling in quarter number 3, Maple River getting the ball to start the third quarter, second half here for this Class A, Class B matchup, and a quick turnover there by the Raiders, 11 seconds in. Not how Coach Hoots wants to draw up the start of this second half, but his girls will quickly go into defense mode here. I mentioned Sophia Satcham leading the way for the Raiders, 11 points. She is their top field goal shooter right now for Maple River, coming in at 51%. From 2-point range at least. And there's a 30-second timeout here by Northern Cass. And we'll take a quick break in the action here as an early timeout in quarter 3.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
As we come back here into action, as that timeout did not take long, both coaches did not need much to say as Northern Cass took their second timeout of the game. And that's going to go out of bounds off of Northern Cass, giving the ball to Maple River. So a couple turnovers to start the game, one by each team here, as Maple River now will take the offense down the court. Abby Kaloran at that point guard position right now. Drives into the lane a little bit, now to Holvelson. Holvelson's going to try to drive further. She's now caught in the middle. Satcham, 3-point attempt. Nothing but net. You're not going to see Satcham take a lot of threes, but that one looked great from the release. And that one slips right under Irie's fingers, but Hovelson able to get it. Almost looked like a quarterback or a center snap there from football. Hallie Bisset puts up a long three. That one's going to go over top of the backboard and out of bounds. But the Raiders break things open here in quarter three with that three-point shot by Satcham. Freshman, as I mentioned, the top field goal shooter here for Maple River. Most of her shots coming from the paint, but that one obviously a little bit deeper. Out of bounds off of the Raiders will stay with Northern Cass. For the Jags right now, they're looking at their biggest deficit of the game, down 6 right now. Here as Abigail Skank's going to try to send it in. They're looking for Ryder. She's bouncing around a couple times, eventually gets it. Ryder's going to put up the right-handed shot, no good. Offensive board here by Northern Cass, but does not go. Second attempt does not fall. And those second chance points are going to be important here for Northern Cass as they try to jump back into things here. Kaloran looking for a pass. She then dribbles in. Guarded by Ryder all the way. Right-handed shot goes up, does not get the touch. And here comes Northern Cass. Bounce pass there to Melander. She's going to be guarded by Satcham as they go up. Kaloran trying to take the pickpocket there. No good. Ryder in the corner. And Ryder trying to drive. She's stolen there by Kaloran. Numbers now for Maple River. All the way for Kaloran. Coast to coast, she got it. For Abby, that's her first points of the night. She's been busy on the assist side, but gets her first bucket here in quarter three. As now Northern Cass has numbers. Ryder in the corner, long three, a little short. Offensive board again here by the Jaguars. And they're going to call a foul here on Maple River. And this one will go against the aforementioned Kaloran. That'll be her second personal of the evening. First team foul here as quarter three is about 2 minutes and 20 seconds in. Inbounds pass coming here for Northern Cass, blocked by Satcham. Kaloran now trying to find a couple passers. That nice bounce pass there by Hovelson finding Satcham. She's got 5 in the quarter, make that 16 on the night. And now Northern Cass kind of in that gut check time. They're going to call a travel here. Just had drugged the feet a little bit. That'll be a turnover there for for Northern Cass. So the Raiders jumping out here with a 7-0 run to start quarter three. All that despite a turnover in the first 11 seconds. As Kaloran now looks to drive. Finds Irie on the far end. Long three here for Claire. Senior's three does not quite fall. Bisset get it, as was Nylander. And we have a race to the out of bounds there. And both refs are going to say that one is going to stay with Maple River. Kind of one of those 50-50 balls in terms of who touched it last. Raiders will take the possession. 5 minutes to go here in quarter three. Screen set by Maple River. Kaloran picks up her dribble, decides to put up a long two. Will not get the bounce. Rebounded there by, you guessed it, Jailbert. She's been busy in the paint tonight. Pass there to Melander goes long and out of bounds. Turnover here by Northern Cass. Lauren Johnson checking in here for the Jaguars. As Coach Vanderwall just trying to answer this 8-0 run to start things, 7-0 run to start things here in quarter three. Make that a 10-0 run. Hallie Bisset finding her first three of the night. And a timeout taken here by Northern Cass. We'll take a break in the action here. We'll be back as the Raiders lead 31-18, your City of Hope scoreboard.
Every girl deserves the tools to feel confident, connected, and emotionally strong. At BioGirls, they learn real strategies to manage stress and anxiety, build healthy relationships, and understand their emotions. They strengthen coping skills, gain resilience and confidence, and find a deep sense of belonging through authentic peer connection and strong mentorship. The results? Measurable, meaningful, life-shaping. Find a program near you and register today.
As we welcome you back here from a timeout there by the Jags, a Bank North timeout. Banking should feel personal, and at Bank North it does. They're proud to be local, supporting local teams and the communities they serve. Visit banknorth.bank to learn more. Bank North, member FDIC and equal housing lender. A 10-0 run here in the third quarter to kick things off for Maple River as they've extended that lead now to 13. As the Jaguars look to inbound here, Skank finds her girl. They find it now eventually there to Jailbert. She's going to try to dribble up the court, and eventually it falls into the hands of Irie. And a pass now to the corner. B-set is going to try to drive. Long two, floater's good. Hallie B-set coming alive here in quarter 3. She had 3 points in the first half. She's now up to 8. And Maple River looking to trap here. Press is broken nicely there by the Jags. Going up for 2, but no good. And the Raiders will take it back now. Kaloran drives in. Sends the pass over to B-set again. She's had the hot hand in quarter 3, and there's going to be a foul here by Northern Cass. For the Jags, that is going to be on Olsen, her 3rd. But only first team foul. And pass goes up to Kaloran. Raiders look inside. Sophia Satram takes a spin, no good. So she kicks it out to Irie. Nothing but net there for the senior on senior night. Her first bucket of the game extends the lead here, 36-18 here for Maple River. Kaloran with the steal to Satram, finds an easy 2. She's got 7 in the quarter, and right now the heads are spinning here for Northern Cass, just trying to stop the bleeding. Drive all the way there by Northern Cass, no good. As Johnson went up for it, rattled it around, but a foul's going to be called. 38-18. Kaloran picks up her 3rd. And Coach Hoots is going to take his first timeout of the evening. It'll be a full one here as we have 3:27 left in the 3rd quarter. Maple River up 20 on our City of Hope scoreboard, 38-18.
The Maple Valley School District is engaging students in a world-class education, preparing them for lifelong success. Maple Valley serves the surrounding communities of Buffalo, Fingal, Oriska, and Tower City with a grade student-to-teacher ratio per class. For more information, go online to myraiders.org. That's myraiders.org. The Maple Valley School District wishes the best to the Raiders coaches and athletes this season. Go Raiders!
Welcome back to the Raider Activity Center here in Tower City, North Dakota on a nice February evening as the snow continues to slowly melt away here. Our City of Hope scoreboard right now has Maple River up 20. Work and play in Hope, North Dakota from job listings and housing options. Search HopeND.com. That's HopeND.com. Northern Cass with the inbounds here, trying to get their first points of the quarter. They go to Jailbert. She puts up a hard 2, rattles around, just can't get it to fall. And right now, Northern Cass just cannot buy a basket. That ball rattled around the rim for about a second and a half and still couldn't fall in. Inbounds here to Ryder. She's guarded closely by Satram. Goes around the right side, and she's going to take one extra step and travel. Turnover here by Northern Cass. Gets the ball back to Maple River. Northern Cass still looking for their first field goal here of the half. They've been met by a 17-point run from the Raiders. Kaloran drives in. Halverson thought about a 3, is going to kick it out to Irie. She made her last one, she's going to try again, nothing but net. Back-to-back 3s for the senior, Claire Irie, 41-18. And now is a 20-0 run to start quarter 3. Jailbert is going to get pickpocketed, but a foul is going to be called first. As Nyla Erickson, the sophomore guard, is going to check in here for Northern Cass. That foul was on Hallie B-set, her first of the evening. That's the 3rd team foul for the Raiders. And they're going to go back-to-back fouls here on B-set. So she went two and almost 3 quarters without a foul and picks up 2 within 5 seconds. As now Northern Cass still trying to find their first bucket of the quarter. Bodies hit the floor here. That'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it with Northern Cass. As Maple River got the inbounds to start the quarter. That's our first jump here of quarter number 3. As Johnson will look to check it in. And trying to find one of her teammates. In danger of that 5-second violation there, but she does get it in. Erickson looking for somebody. Here comes Kaloran on the pickpocket. Back to Irie. She's had 6 in a row. That one's going to go out of bounds. That's going to stay with Maple River. Mentioned that 11-1 lead that Northern Cass had to start the game, thinking that was going to be probably one of the bigger bigger leads of this game, Maple River said, hang on, let's go on a little 17-0 run. As that one goes off the foot of a Northern Cass player out of bounds, keeping it with Maple River. Substitutions now for the Jaguars. Is Carly Ryder going to come back in, as is Abigail Skank, the 5'5 sophomore. Mentioned Ryder's name quite a bit tonight. She's been all over the court, both offensively and defensively. Abigail's going to try the left hand this time. Tries the finger roll, no good. And a foul here on Satcham. And Coach Hoot's probably not thrilled about that foul pickup there, as now that sends that is the fifth team foul, I should say. That brings it to double bonus. So the first point of the quarter might come from the free throw line here as Jailbert makes her way down to the charity stripe. This will be her first attempts from the free throw line here tonight. Trying to end this 20-0 run that Maple River came out on. And that's how you do it right there. The 5'8 senior drains the first one. Lila Richmond, Shelby Overland, and Aaliyah Hanning checking in here for Maple River as Coach Hoots will give some of his starters a little breather. As Jailbert looking to send her second one through. Second one is up and in. Neither one of those even touched the iron, nothing but net. And that does end the 20-0 run that the Raiders went on, but they still lead by 21 here. Richmond over to B set. Raiders have been deadly now from the three-point line here in quarter three, but they're still looking inwards. And that's going to make this team dangerous into district and region play. They can get you from anywhere. Lauren puts up a little shot fake. She's going to drive. Left-handed shot goes up and in. Lauren doubles her total on the night. She's up to 4. Pass coming over to the corner now. Jailbird's there. Fakes a 3. He's going to send it in. Basket's up and no good. This might have been expecting contact there, and that just meant going up a little too hard with the basket. As the Raiders slow things down a little bit here. 90 seconds to play in quarter number 3. Raiders out to that 23-point lead. As Kaloran drives it towards the corner, decides to go to the other corner where Richmond's at. Overland setting up post in the key. Freshman looking for the ball. Kaloran drives. 8 on the shot clock. Trying to find Overland there, but no good. 1 minute to go here in quarter number 3. Northern Cass driving. Ryder finds the ball. Sends it back out to the top there. That's where Skank is, and that one's going to go over the top of the backboard out of bounds. As Allie Kaloran now will check in for the Raiders. The freshman sister of Abby Kaloran. Also checking back in for the Jaguars was sophomore guard Nyla Erickson. As Abby Kaloran now brings it to the top of the key. Screen there by Overland. Aaliyah Hanning, the junior, has it in the corner. Back out to the senior Richmond. Trying to find Allie Kaloran. It's pickpocketed there by Northern Cass. Now Erickson's going to go coast to coast. A little hard off the rim. No good. Allie Kaloran has it. Raiders can settle for 1 now. That's what Coach Hoots wants. Shot clock is off. And if Maple River shows discipline, they will get the last shot of this quarter. Loose defense right now for Northern Cass. They're content with the last shot here. Raiders right now with that 23-point lead. They'll look to add to it as we get into quarter number 4. 10 seconds on the clock. Overland coming up with a screen. Kaloran's going to send it to the corner to her sister Allie. Back to Abby Kaloran. She drives into the paint. Has to get up to 3. There's Lila Richmond a little short. And that's how we'll end things here in the third quarter. Dominating third quarter there by Maple River as they outscore their opponents 22-2 in quarter number 3. We'll take a break from the action. We'll come back and see what happens here in quarter 4 in this Class A, Class B matchup here on your live event.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Fans, welcome back here to the Raider Activity Center in Tower City, North Dakota, just off of I-94 here at literally the end of Cass County. In fact, you can see the border between Cass and Barnes County right by the gas station here in Tower City. Alex Hoffman joining you on your live event, along with Taylor Sherman, working the camera action here tonight from left to right as quarter 4 begins with Maple River taking it out. The junior guard here, not Courtney Hovelson, Carly Hovelson. Her sister was Courtney. Takes it now. As Hovelson coming off that tough injury last year. Missed most of the season. And she's been one of the team leaders for the Raiders as Violet Richmond has been out. And a fake here now as Allie Kaloran's going to put up a 3-point attempt. And welcome to the game, freshman. Allie Kaloran, nothing but net. As now the Jags bring up the ball. They're going to drive in. 2-point attempt, no good. Might have been tipped. Aaliyah Hanning there with the rebound. Raiders now with the biggest lead of the night at 26. And we're 4 points away right now from running clock. As Carly Hovelson giving some signals here, trying to get pickpocketed, and the ball's on the floor. And might have given a timeout here to Coach Hoots. Yes, they did. 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break as well here on your live event.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
As we come back from our Bank North timeout, we want to make sure you guys stick around here tonight as we will discuss our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game, as well as we interview our Enbridge player of the game. We'll also talk to the winning coach here tonight. At the end of the game, Aaliyah Hanning's going to put up a 3-point attempt. That one goes long. And Allie Kaloran with the offensive rebound. Sends it over to Hovelson. Aaliyah Hanning says, I'm not going to take it again. The bench wanted it. She had second thoughts about it. Hovelson dribbling around with the right. She's met by double coverage there. Hanning swings it over to Allie Kaloran. The freshman takes the dribble, top of the key. She is 1 from 1 from the 3-point line tonight, but she thinks second of it there. Hovelson will take a 3-point attempt. And why not? Carly Hovelson, her third three of the night, her second three of the night, her first points of this half. Raiders now with that 29-point lead. Johnson has it at the top of the key. She bounces it down, no good. That one's intercepted here by the Raiders. And pickpocketed there by Northern Cass. As Erickson sends it cross court. They go underneath now into the key. Northern Cass goes. Right hand hook shot up and good. As the Jags get their first points there of the quarter. Maple River now, 27-point lead. Sending it now over to Allie Kaloran. And they go back to Hovelson, close to the half stripe there, but able to handle it. Hovelson dribbling now with the left, and they're going to call a foul here interior-wise. And that was going to be on Abigail Skank, the 5'5 sophomore, as Sophia Satram and Gabby Satram check in here for Maple River. The senior and the freshman coming back in. Richmond has it now. Out on the arch, trying to find Hanning inside. Spin move, Hanning goes up and in. Uncontested there. She might have been surprised when she turned around and just saw the backboard there. 29-point lead here again for Maple River. Shot blocked there as Aaliyah Hanning got all over that one. Erickson tried to go up with the right. Was met by the junior, the 6-foot junior. Raiders trying to extend this lead to possibly 31 or 32. Hanning finds Satram, puts one dribble down, up and it goes, no good. As here comes the Jaguars. Erickson dribbles down the far side, goes to the top. Here's Johnson, long two, thought about it, no, pulls it back down. Tough two there, no good. And they send it back over. Erickson passes now interior to Skank. Skank to the top of the key. Jags will drive in. Johnson now going to try to go right side. Skank goes back up, doesn't find any net there. Another block by Hanning. But she's then pickpocketed there by Northern Cass. That's going to be a jump ball, and it'll stay with the Jags. As now Maple River sending in more substitutions. As Jocelyn Juliuson, the 5'7" freshman, checks in. As well as number 12 here, Hannah Bisset. Freshman as well. Standing at 5'8". Raiders fans starting to give some round of applause to some of the starters here. Pass comes off the back of Northern Cass, but they're able to handle it. 29-point leader for Maple River. Swings the pass out to Johnson. She takes a couple drives in. Now it's going to be up and short. Hanning able to handle the rebound. Back out to Richmond now. 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 4. Second half has been dominated by Maple River. As Gabby Satcham, the senior, sends it back to the other senior, Richmond. Trying to find Juliuson in the corner. There's a turnover. As now Northern Cass dribbles up the court. Trying to find somebody, and they do. They put up a 2-foot shot. That one's going to go long, and that one's going to go out of bounds. Maple River will take over. Allie Cloran will check back in for the Raiders. As right now, the Raiders just 1 point away from starting a running clock here, as the magic number is 30. As we go freshman to freshman. Now Hanning from the free throw line. Long two, no good. Rebound here by Johnson. Northern Cass trying to salvage some points here in the last 3.5 minutes. They're going to send the pass up to the top of the key. Johnson has it, looks right far side. Trying to find Erickson inside, and she does. Back up to Skank. She's going to drive two, right-handed shot up and in. That's her first of the evening. Nice bank shot there by the sophomore. As now Allie Caloran, left-handed dribble comes up. Over to B-Set, back to her. They're going to now go back to Satcham. Over to Caloran, passes over to B-Set. Not a lot of dribbles being taken right now by the Raiders. Kind of just passing things around, maybe trying to use up a lot of their shot clock. There's a three-point attempt by Caloran. That one goes far right. And here comes Skank driving. B-Set all over her. Sends it to the corner to Erickson. They go underneath. That's going to go out of bounds, staying with Northern Cass. As Winterquist, the 5'9" junior, is going to check in for Northern Cass. And Shelby Overland will check in as well, number 15, freshman. Both teams starting to unload some of their subs here onto the court. Far pass comes up to the top. Fake shot there. Going to go up with the right hand and a little bit long. B-Set has it. Tried to get pickpocketed, but able to hold on to it. Caloran now brings it past the time stripe. About at the 2-minute mark here for quarter number 4. Maple River will look to just burn some time. Coach Hoots just does not want any turnovers. Satcham to Caloran. Caloran's looking in, then goes over to B-Set. B-Set now to Juliuson. Had an open look, but decides to pass. Caloran fakes a three. She's going to drive. And she can't handle it. Ends up basically handing it back to Erickson. Here comes Erickson down the far side. She's going to try to go maybe coast to coast. Pulls up on the brakes there a little bit. Winterquist, hard two, up and good. First two of the night there for Winterquist. As now that lead is 25 here for Maple River. Over to Satcham. She finds Juliuson. And they go to B-Set now. B-Set, left-handed dribble. Going to find back to Juliuson. Juliuson was tipped at the line. That one will stay with Maple River. 90 seconds to go here for this Class A, Class B matchup. As both teams have basically put all the subs in now for the most part. As now B-Set driving out of the corner. She looks over, maybe trying to find the senior Satcham. Eventually does. That one gets eventually back to Caloran. 4 on the shot clock. Gonna have to put up a shot here. That one finds nothing but the side of the backboard. Northern Cass will take over. Pass here down to Melander. She slowed things up a little bit. Jump fake there. Back to Melander. Long three for Melander. No good. They go to the corner now. Long three here by Erickson. Nothing but net. Her first points of the evening. The 5'5" sophomore draining that three. 51-29 right now on our City of Hope scoreboard as the clock inches towards 0. Maple River will end that one-game losing streak. They've only had one 2-game losing streak this year, and they avoid their second here tonight as they will come out victorious, as the Raiders just trying to dribble out the clock here with about 30 seconds to go. Juliuson at the top of the key. Long two here by Bisset's going to come up short. She gets her own rebound, then off the foot of a Northern Cass player there. That was Winterquist. Back to Killorn. 20 seconds. The Raiders can just dribble this out and end it here. They come up to the top, and they will. Northern Cass appears to succeed as well. And the last 9 seconds will be dribbled out by the freshman as this crowd starts to cheer for the home team as they dominate the second half here in the Raider Activity Center, winning 51-29. What did it take? It took 30 points versus 11 to wrap things up there in the second half. We'll take a break from the action here. Be sure to check out our post-game show as we have our Enbridge Player of the Game and our Agassiz Precision Play of the Game, as well as we'll talk to the head coach of Maple River, victorious tonight, Nathan Hoots. We'll take a break from the action. We'll be back here shortly on your live event.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
Fans, welcome back here to our post-game show as Maple River comes out victorious here in this Class A, Class B matchup, 51-29, as you can see on our City of Hope scoreboard. When we take a look at, tonight, our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game, it has to go to a couple of those nice assists from Abby Killorn to Sophia Satram. Just a quick bounce pass in the paint. Instead of trying to go up herself, she finds the 5'9" freshman, which made it even easier for the Raiders to score. So that is our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game. Your local precision planting dealer, Agassiz Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Call 701-636-2119 or visit plannerdoc.com. We'll take a break in the action. We'll talk to our Enbridge player of the game as well as Coach Nathan Hoots of the victorious Raiders here on your live event.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts in Page and Fingal, North Dakota. If you're interested in an ag loan, real estate, consumer, commercial, or HELOC, give Dwight a call at either branch location. Reach out to Janine about investing in a certificate of deposit or save by opening a money market account. Proudly supporting the Maple River Raiders and wishing the athletes and coaches a successful year. Hometown Community Bank is an equal housing lender and member of the FDIC.
Fans, welcome back here to the Raider Activity Center, where we just witnessed the Maple River Raiders end that one-game losing streak here tonight by defeating Northern Cass 51-29. I'm joined now by our Enbridge Player of the Game, freshman Sophia Satrom. Sophia, you put up 20 points tonight. Almost none of them coming in the fourth quarter as some of the subs got to come in. You know, let's look at, as we mentioned in our Agassiz Precision Ag Play of the Game, Abby Kaloran with some of the assists for you tonight. I mean, how important is it to have a point guard just dishing them to you like that?
It's amazing because after she drives, I just go out and then she passes it and it's wide open, so it's great.
You know, and it's that selflessness, right? I mean, she could go up for a hard contested too, but she knows she's got someone a little taller there, doesn't she?
Yes. Yeah.
So, you know, when you girls lost Violet here in, you know, right around New Year's, right, I think you all had to kind of look around and go, who's going to step up? I mean, you know, who could you look at this team that has really stepped up so far as you guys get closer to district time?
I feel like everyone's just been playing way better and, like, stepped up and, yeah.
So when you look at now district time, right, you guys have earned that #1 seed. In fact, you guys haven't lost a district game in 2 years.
Yep.
You know, so what do you have to do to keep that momentum going now into district time, which starts Friday?
We just all have to keep playing strong and not, like, I don't know, keep playing very strong.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Hoots before the game about that Griggs-Dakota game where field goal-wise, I think nobody wants to talk about it, right?
No.
You guys bounced back tonight. You were on fire from the three-point line. You even made one from the three-point line. That kind of surprised everyone in the crowd a little bit because usually you're just post play, right? So, you know, keep that momentum going is probably what you're going to be looking for, right?
Yeah.
So district play starts Friday. What's Maple River's goal?
Come out very strong and,
Just looking at one game at a time?
Well, yeah, one game at a time, yes.
There you go. There you go. So that is our Enbridge Player of the Game, freshman Sophia Satrom, joining us here from the victorious Maple River Raiders tonight. Sophia, good luck in district play there in Lisbon. Hope to see you guys get into regionals and maybe a little bit deeper.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a break from the action. When we come back, Coach Nathan Hoots here on your live event.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Are you looking for the perfect hardwood for your next winter project? Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has exciting news. Hardwood is now available in the Red River Valley only at Cywick. Whether you're a crafter, woodworker, or hobbyist, they have what you need to make your project. Choose from 3 convenient thicknesses and a beautiful variety of woods: red oak, cherry, white oak, hard maple, walnut, hickory, and poplar. Get started on your next masterpiece with the help of Cywick Lumber and Hardware, Hillsboro.
Fans, welcome back to our post-game show. We just got done talking to Sophia Satrom, our Enbridge Player of the Game. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And now we're joined by the head coach of the Maple River Raiders, Coach Nathan Hoots. Coach, tale of two halves again, definitely tonight. You guys come out, you're down 11-1 to start. Northern Cass is on fire from three-point range. You know, what was your mentality there in quarter one?
Get everybody in. Try to get Gabby a shot off, which we did. And then, you know, if necessary, make adjustments as we go. The first half, we just played with a little bit of low energy and talked at halftime, what can we do to get the energy up? And the answer was our 1-2-2 press that, you know, surprisingly, that's the best it's looked all year. I mean, we run it in practice against the JV, and it doesn't look that good. So we came out with a level of energy in that second half, third quarter specifically, that it's just something that, you know, I told them now all these fans are going to expect that level of energy, you know, 3 or 4 days down down in Lisbon, and I'm just really excited for that based on what we did that third quarter.
And you could feel it here in the Raider Activity Center tonight as the game kind of progressed. The fans got into it more and more, and the third quarter was just absolutely on fire. Your girls went 22 points versus 2 for Northern Cass. I mean, that's gonna be tough for any team to come back from.
Yeah, and there wasn't anything lucky about it. I think we did a great job of forcing turnovers, scoring off of them, having really, really well executed half-court possessions where, they were really digging down on our dribble drives, and we kicked it out. And you know what? More often than not, when we kick it out with that much pressure, it's an off-target pass, and then we're not able to cash in. But every single one, it just hit right in the pocket, and Claire caught fire. Hallie made a big one. It just seemed like, it was kind of just a fantastic quarter.
And, you have someone like Sophia Satcham, our Enbridge player of the game, definitely a presence in the post, but then she is that threat we saw tonight, taking that three-point shot and draining it.
Yeah, she talks to me all the time in practice about how I should run plays for her. And I hesitate because I prefer her in the paint. She does such a good job of offensively just demanding so much extra help that allows us to get, kind of free-flowing offense off of her. But that shot that she made, I think there was a lot of "Coach, I told you so" from not only her, but a lot of players on our team. Hey, let her shoot, let her shoot. If she gets the ball up in the air and it's not so flat, gosh, she's got a really pretty shot.
And, not to beat a dead horse, but without Violet Richmond in there for you the rest of the way, to have that dual threat, that deep ball versus that inner presence, not just from Sophia, but from, Aaliyah Hannig and from Overland. Yep. And then you have the three-point attempts there from Hovelson and, even, Allie Kaloran coming in and taking a three-pointer at the end. How important is that dual threat for you into districts and hopefully regionals?
Yeah, we talked about that a lot, that, in order to mask 25 points a game being gone, it's got to be a unit that does it, a group of 5 on the floor, a group of 12 now, and everybody really stepped up, and nobody was afraid of the moment. Everybody that stepped foot on the floor seemed to be playing confidently, which is something that I really value, especially going into tournament play where the pressure's going to ratchet up. Whether it's 3 o'clock on Friday or whatever game we play after that, there's going to be more pressure, and our girls just seem to kind of go, pressure, whatever. And we played really well in our last home game tonight.
And that's exactly it. 3 o'clock on Friday, you guys will kick things off for District 1 play in Lisbon. Looking forward to, potentially, hopefully getting into that region tournament. What are you going to be looking for just moving in? Consistency, or are you going to try to build off of this here tonight?
Yeah, building off of this, but consistency has been my word all along. We went to Gwinner a couple weeks ago, got a big win, and I said, I'm really, really excited for this win, but will teach me more about you guys is how you respond tomorrow night coming off of this high. And we didn't respond very well. Said the same thing today. We didn't play well on Thursday. Are we going to continue to play poorly, or are we going to bounce back, have a good effort tonight, and have some momentum going into Friday's tournament? And I was really proud of the way that we put it behind us, kind of with a flurry there in the third quarter.
You've only had one losing streak all year of 2 games, and that was in the first couple weeks of the season. Yep. First 3 games of the year with Oak Grove, and what am I blanking on the other one? Lemoore. Yep. Which those ones are always fun matchups between you two.
Absolutely. Love it when we get to play them. If we happen to be able to match up with them again, I'd be excited. But I think, as Sophia said before she left very, very beautifully, one game at a time here now and see where it takes us.
One game at a time. That is Coach Nathan Hoots of the victorious Maple River Raiders. Good luck in tournament play. We hope to see you guys make a deep run.
All right, thanks for having me.
All right, we'll take one more break. We'll come back and wrap things up here on your live event from Tower City.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No, 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 no! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-size hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez.
Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
What One Stop Shop means to us at North Star Ag is we have a fully staffed service department, fully stocked parts department, as well as the sales department. We're also very mobile. We have service trucks that we can also meet you on the farm. You can have a piece of equipment that you're not really sure what you want to buy. You can come to us at North Star Ag. We can really show you enough selection, have enough knowledge, and have enough price points where you feel good about walking out with your purchase that day.
As we wrap things up here from Tower City tonight, the Class A, Class B matchup here between the Raiders and the Jaguars. Maple River comes out victorious in this game, a game of streaks to be is to be putting it lightly. A lot of streaks in that game. Maple River at one point with that 20-0 run in the third quarter kind of sealed things up there for the home team on the scoreboard here tonight. For Northern Cass, they're going to be looking towards Central Cass now, their last region matchup here. That game will not have much effect on region seeds. It appears that they will have locked up that number 6 seed as they eventually will travel to the Shack in Fargo for Region 1 play. But as we mentioned in the pregame show, you just got to get there in terms of when do you get hot, and that's what they did last year, and ended all the way to the state qualifier before they eventually lost to Thompson. Maple River knows a little bit about heartbreak in terms of those state qualifiers, losing last year to Benson County, who eventually went on to win state. So if you're going to lose to a team like they did last year, why not make it the state champions? Talking to Coach Hoots there in our post-game interview, he's definitely looking forward to district play as well as hopefully regional play there for the Raiders, despite down Violet Richmond. But as he mentioned, a lot of girls have stood up for, or have kind of stood in to kind of take that role for Maple River. Well, that'll do things here for your live event from Tower City for the Class A, Class B matchup here between the Raiders and the Jaguars. For your live event, I'm Alex Hoffman. Thanks for joining us here tonight, and we'll see you again soon.